So welcome, we're here at FABTECH, the 2011 show, and I demonstrate submerged arc welding for the Lincoln Electric Company. And here we're showing tandem submerged arc welding using the PowerWave AC/DC 1000 SD power source and WTX Flux, and we have two 3/32 diameter electrodes that we're welding with. And I'll start the arc now. I have a red laser dot that I align with the electrodes so that I know my location of my electrodes while I'm welding. The electrodes we're using are L61 EM12K electrodes. The real special thing about the consumables is the new WTX Flux that we've had out for a couple years now. And initially it's been primarily used for wind tower applications, but now we're finding other applications like offshore and structural steel work where lower temperature Sharpies are required, and we're using it more for those applications. This pipe is like an 1.25 inch wall. Our groove is about 3/4 of an inch deep. It takes us about 9 passes to fill this groove. The surface speed is 48 inches a minute, so we're moving fast, and that's how we keep our heat input down. The special nature of the equipment is that we're running AC polarity on both arcs, and we're synthesizing that welding current so that we can tune the amount of positive polarity that we have for each arc. And what that does is it helps us to make sure we got enough heat input so that we get good penetration and good fusion, but we don't have excess heat input that would cause the pipe to get hot too fast, and then we would have to stop welding because you'd meet the maximum interpass temperature. We control our output up here on these control boxes. We have one for each electrode. And as you can see, we're upwards of 550 amps for each arc. So we have a total of 1,100 amps going down here. And one of the neat features of submerged arc welding is that you can weld at very high currents on thick material, and you don't have the radiated heat of the arc because the arcs are buried by the granular flux. The other thing that you can probably notice is the smooth and shiny welds that we're getting, and that's because the slag and the flux is like a good thermal barrier that holds the heat in the weld so that it cools very slow, and we get a very smooth appearance on the top, and we have a lot of time for the impurities to rise up out of the weld metal. Okay, in closing, this has been our pipe mill and wind tower submerged arc welding demonstration here at FABTECH 2011. And if you didn't get the opportunity to come to Chicago, hope you're able to enjoy this on the website.